Chase here with BS Tanks. I wanted to go through a couple points of why we made these tanks and why we got into doing these tanks. One of the main reasons was we were looking for an alternative to most of the tanks that were out there. We had a hard time finding a good tank that was unique and one of a kind. So we went through some of the other tanks and they worked well, but the problem that we had was the price point for the refills of the tanks themselves, the parts that went out, the cartomizer or the atomizer, depending on which type of tank we used. We noticed that was getting up in the $2 or $3 range, depending on how many cartomizers or atomizers for which system you used. We designed these tanks to actually work with one of the cheapest cartos on the market, which is the Bogue carto, which you can get them for about $1 a piece through the website. I'll have the link on our video. But that's one of the main reasons we created these tanks, because we tried to get other tanks that were unique like ours, but the problem we had was there was very strict limitations on how you ordered those tanks, how people got put into the system to get those tanks, and a couple other things that just made it, kind of very hard for us to get some of these custom tanks. Sometimes we were waiting a month or 2 months to try and get a hold of these tanks. So we thought that would be a good area for us to maybe create our little niche market that we found there, because there's a huge demand for custom tanks and one-off designs, but very hard to get them. So in-house what we did is we actually did a lot of research and development on a lot of our tanks that we're going to go through in the instructional video of the punching the cartos and different things like that. But we basically made them to where they're pretty pocket proof. As long as you don't have them upside down for a long amount of time, something like that, they're pretty juice tight as well. And they don't really leak that much. You don't have that many problems. Some of the other tanks, it's real easy to take on and off some of the end caps and the top caps. On ours, we've deliberately made them a little bit tighter because we wanted to make them that more secure to be in your pocket, so that you didn't really have to worry too much about the fact that you're rocking a custom tank. And we didn't want you to have to worry about juice spilling in your pocket and stuff like that. So we did a lot of research and development and put a lot of our money and our own time and our own resources into developing these tanks and going over the Q&A and the research and making sure that the tanks were ready to be sold on the market to you people that are looking for something unique that we have. Thank you so much.